Welcome back to Winners Win Football Podcast. This week, we have sad news.
The news that the entire football world was shook by.
Yeah.
The recent and tragic passing of the Jota brothers, or
Yeah. Diego
and André
Jota.
who died in a car accident a couple of days ago. And, you know, for me, I'm not a big social media person. Funny saying that we are on social media now. And despite that, this is something you have to touch upon because this is something that shook the entire football world.
Yeah.
No matter who you were, people outside of football knew about this accident, what happened, because the human element of football, it shines through no matter what it is. We saw two people losing their life in a tragic accident where, I mean,
two young people in their prime.
And it's different because we know people die every day. We see it on the news. We see it through our families and friends. But seeing someone, a high-profile person that we've all followed and know about, lose their life in a sudden accident, which you can never predict, it creates an emotion within you that you can't really explain. It's something weird, something strange and difficult to handle. And for me, with Jota, he reminds me of like us.
Yeah.
This guy is like, if I or you became a footballer, we would be quite similar to him. You would feel like we've seen him. He loves playing FIFA. He's our age, and you would always think like, yeah, this is someone that you could, because some people when they're famous they kind of lose their heads, they starting to become someone they're not. But this
was a good guy by everyone's experience.
Yeah, and you know, the fun story in all of it. I've seen several screenshots on Twitter where people like 1 a.m. before a game, they're like, man, this Jota guy, he just beat me on FIFA 6-1. Why is he away? He has loved doing these kind of things, which you will feel close by. But this also reminds us that in the end, we all experience the same thing. At death, everybody's treated the same, no matter who we are.
Yeah.
We start the same, our paths may be different, but in the end we all come to the same conclusion.
Yeah.
And
it was quite a sad accident. It was a tragic chain of events.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Having to drive because of an injury.
Because of a pneumothorax and a collapsed lung.
And therefore not being able to fly and then being in the car accident. So you have to give our condolences to the family, to especially his parents, losing their two only kids.
That is probably the worst thing.
Probably one of the worst thing to having to bury your kids. And to his wife, they got married a couple of days ago, and to his 3 kids who just lost their father. How will you ever be able to explain it? And the good thing in this is you can see the entire football community uniting and experiencing the same thing. There is no such thing as rivalries because at the end of the day, we all valued similar things and we all cherish the human existence and life in itself.
Yeah, it was quite nice seeing the reactions. And like as a Madrid supporter, you see a guy that played with him, Trent, how emotional he is, just tells you about how important this guy was to the people around him.
There's so many great stories that comes out about him.
And also, great player, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, this guy terrorized us for so many times. He loved to score against us. So
it's very sad.
It's extremely sad. And what I like, though, Liverpool, they treated extremely well. They retired his jersey, number 20, so no one will ever play with it again. And the rest of his contract, he had 2 years left, all of that money were given to his family. So well done to Liverpool.
Liverpool is a very respectable club. Always classy when it comes to this stuff. And a club filled with tragedies as well.
Yeah, I mean, so many horrible things happen, but they stay true to themselves, and which is a rare thing, I feel like, in modern football, because our next topic is very much on the worst kinds of things in modern football.
A less classy club.
At this moment in time, I have to agree, and it's Arsenal, unfortunately, because we have just a couple of days ago as well received the news that the British police has charged Thomas Partey with 5 accounts of rapes. And there's no sugarcoating. This is horrible in so many ways. For a club like Arsenal, who is supposed to be classy as well, I feel like we have always been this sort of trying to play by the rules. You can see through the Wenger years, we're trying not to manipulate our numbers financially, whatever, trying to play it nicely. But there's so many things now we have done in recent times that do not follow that.
Yeah.
We have this thing, which we'll discuss a bit more. We have the shirt sponsor, Visit Rwanda, which is very shady in itself because of the situation going on there. And then we have, just this Christmas, we fired one of our workers who made a comment about the Palestine-Israel conflict. So you see, there are so many things about Arsenal that I do not like, that I do not appreciate.
Americans,
but it's not only that. I think it's a football problem in general, because when it's money involved, to the extent that it is,
morals are set
aside. You can see it with Greenwood at United. Everything happened. It's different with Greenwood and Partey because we had the evidence first, and then the accusations came. But after the accusations, everything calmed down for Greenwood. United tried to get him back in the team just to see people's reaction. And as soon as they saw that most of Twitter and football world were like, "What are you doing?" Then they loaned him out, and then they got rid of him.
I
think it's a football problem.
You have several suspicious profiles. We're not gonna name any names, but I'm trying to find the words. You know, what is it called? Until proven guilty. Innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
But there are some very shady cases, at least in Madrid. And there is a lot of rumors
certain players.
Yeah. And you don't want to throw out accusations, but clearly these clubs seem to be protecting the players.
And I think that is the case because you could see 3 days after we decided that we are not going to renew Partey's contract, the news came out about these charges.
Yeah.
So I think for sure there has been some quiet down. And for me, you have to, because it is a difficult case. Like with Greenwood, we had hard evidence. Yeah. Everybody has heard and seen the videos.
Yeah.
We had this case before with Benjamin Mendy of City. He was charged afterwards. But as soon as City heard it, they dropped him and they didn't pay his wages. When the charges were dropped, he sued them and got money that they owed him. Sigurdsson at Everton, they dropped as soon as there was news. They dropped it. He didn't pay, and they didn't pay him anything, but he didn't sue. So you could see for Arsenal, you could go a couple of ways. You could either drop him, or you could not, and have a money situation. So for me, people have questioned Arsenal, like, why haven't you acted on it? And you could see from 2 different perspectives. When the news came out about, because I remember when it came out, there was like 30-year-old unnamed player living here playing football has been accused of this. And every news outlet in England, they were saying unnamed 30-year-old.
Yeah.
So why they are not legally allowed to name drop anything, why should Arsenal then do it in the legal sense? So you have this legal perspective, and then you have the moral. The moral, obviously, when you hear stuff like this, you have to act on it. You can't have a person like this that is part of your group and you're building within your team
into your organization. You have to.
You can't allow it. And for
take care of it.
Yeah, you have to take care of it in a good way. And I feel like we didn't, because I remember at the time I was very upset when the news came. I felt like this guy's for sure, given the evidence that we had, I felt like we had to act on it. We didn't. And then you came out, some of the victims contacted Arsenal, the club in itself, and they were rejected. So I think the club handled it extremely poorly, which very disappointed about, because this is not what we want to be associated with in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I think Real Madrid is in the same boat. I think PSG have been in the same boat.
I think most of the clubs, because, and like we said, I don't think
it's a systemic problem.
I don't think it's a club in itself, I think, especially when you can see it when people become rich,
young guys with a lot of money and famous,
in an instant. By the way,
they think they can do whatever.
They kind of lose the grip on reality. I feel like, but if you think about it, like if you take a player like Partey, coming from Africa, and now you're the superstar with more money than most people could imagine. It's difficult. I can imagine it's difficult. I'm not saying that to trying to be on his side, but there's something
that doesn't allow you to.
You can't never.
People.
No, in no way, shape, or form. But because I don't think many footballers are that good human beings. Mourinho said it the best. Why are these footballers your idols? You should be doctors. These should be people that teachers that help. But we have these footballers, and I think
don't be doctor.
That's a different thing. But you can idolize them. You can say, okay, this person is doing something good. Footballers, for sure, they're entertainers, but I don't think most of them are that great of a person in itself. And that for me is.
But it's just unfortunately, it's a sport that we love.
It's a sport that we love.
And these people are good at it, so that's why
extremely good at it. Yeah, and I think it attracts a lot of bad things. A lot of bad things comes with it, unfortunately.
Well, hopefully you replaced him with a better human being. Hopefully.
I for sure hope so.
Zubimendi.
Zubi-dooby-doo. Where are you?
Rejected Madrid and Alonso.
And Alonso, by the way.
For Arteta's trickery.
They did like some questions with him for interviews, and they were like, "Who's your football idol?" Xabi Alonso. So you reject the biggest team in the world and your idol for Arsenal. For me, that is what you want as from your players that you sign. You want them to play for you, or Arteta in this sense.
But Arsenal are making, for the first time, really good moves, in my opinion. You're actually, or like the rumors currently. So Zubimendi, it's a perfect.
We need him. Perfect.
Which allows Declan Rice to have freedom in the 8th position, and that's Declan Rice in his peak.
And I think it gives the goal freedom as well to be more up the field. He doesn't have to be part of the build-up in the same sense, because now Zubimendi will do that.
That would be great. Kepa is a really good backup.
Perfect backup.
Probably the best backup keeper in Premier League.
For 5 million as well. It's
very
nothing.
good.
It's nothing.
Norgard, very good signing as a
good squad.
Good squad player, very acceptable. And then you are rumored to have Gyökeres.
Pretty much wrapped up.
That signing is so underrated. People are criticizing it. I think he will do great. I think he's going to add a new dimension to this Arsenal predictable side.
I hope you're right.
Big dude in the penalty area. You have two creative wingers feeding him. I think it's...
I mean, if we can get Mikel Merino to score a lot of goals,
you can get
Gyökeres to score a lot of goals for us.
I mean, the guy won the Golden Boot. Clearly, he knows how to score a goal.
I'm just not sure because the Portuguese league, for me, not the best quality. I mean, he performed pretty well in the Champions League, I guess. I mean, I accepted it. I didn't want him initially. I said this guy is like West Ham, Nottingham Forest level for me. Now I feel like we're getting it. And like I said, with Zubimendi, I like that he wanted to play for us. This guy, I feel like he wants to play for us. He dumped his Portuguese girlfriend so that he has like no ties here. He gave up money, wages, to be able to come to us. He's done so many things that he's really tried to push to get this move.
Why dump your Why did he dump his girlfriend?
And he's like, imagine the desperation. He's like, I need to get to Arsenal. He's like, babe, what can I do? Get out! Get out of here!
Over!
It's over! What did I
do? Poor girl. I love that's how you know his loyalty. He dumped his girlfriend for us.
For us? You can pick your girlfriends, but you can't pick your club.
Yeah.
No, but
You know what? Let's take a moment from this podcast and give women advice.
Oh, okay.
If you want your guy to be loyal, just be a football club. Learn more from football club.
True.
Bro, I swear, I've seen the most disgusting, cheating player boyfriends that are loyal to the club since childhood.
Yeah.
How does that make sense? That means they do have loyalty. It's just not.
I mean, if any girl put me through what Arsenal put me through, I would have
so long ago.
So long. I mean,
so all you need, woman, is 90 minutes.
Easy.
90 minutes a week, that's it.
And it doesn't even have to be good 90. Just something.
It's just a 90, a regular weekend 90. You can sprinkle on top of it sometimes Wednesdays or Tuesdays.
Get the European nights in.
Yeah.
Good advice.
Good advice.
For our non-female viewers.
You mean female viewers?
Yeah, we wouldn't have any, that's what I meant.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess Gyökeres, that's fine. It is fine.
I think it will be a great success. And then the second rumor, but now it's rumored also to PSG. Rodrigo. Eze is also. But Rodrigo to PSG, I don't get the hype.
Doesn't make sense.
I don't get the transfer.
They have Due, Barcola, and Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah, where are you going to fit?
Yeah, I don't get it. I think they said about City as well. But I think
I guess he's a good player for Enrique to work with because he can work for the team, I guess.
Yeah, but if I was him, if it was between PSG and Arsenal, probably Arsenal, I would say. Because you have...
But he wants quite high wages, that's the thing.
Oh, yeah. We'll see about that. But I would love Rodrigo, but one that I feel like I need right now is Eze. Because this guy, he is Arsenal. He came through our academy. He should have been in my academy 11. No, but he played there when he was young.
And he was there for not.
He played there as long as Raul played in your academy.
It counts.
No, but I need Eze. For me, I feel like he can give us so many things that we lack at this moment. Like you said, Gyökeres can give us another dimension. I think Eze can do it as well.
I mean, either player is good.
I think both.
Yeah, both. Yeah.
But the worst one we're getting linked to is Madueke. And I think this is going to happen.
But what if Saka gets injured again? It's a great substitute.
Don't get me wrong. If you said, oh, well done, you have signed Gyökeres, Eze, and Rodrigo, and Zubimendi. Do you want Madueke as well? I was like, yeah, sure. But if you say, you've signed Zubimendi and now Madueke, I'm stressed. Because now I feel like, okay, maybe we might not get Eze or Rodrigo, or, we take him instead.
I understood it. He is the backup.
Yeah,
Saka backup.
We need a Saka backup. And I feel like that's what I like so far.
Nice to say. Saka backup.
Saka backup. Yeah, it rolls nice on the tongue. But we need it because you can see injured this year. We lose a lot with him out of the team. And that's what I like with what they've done so far. They've addressed, like, okay, where do we need backups? Where do we need players? Like, we recently had to give some minutes to Tomiyasu. We just released him from his contract. So we were signing as backup in Mosquera from Valencia. Yeah. But it's sad because Tomiyasu, for me, he came before Ben White. And I was like, this guy, proper, like, the center back that becomes a wing back. Yeah. This was the first guy that I saw that I was like, wow, this guy is amazing. But unfortunately, the injuries this guy has been through is insane.
It's time to go.
I mean, he's been here for 4 years.
Yeah.
I counted the amounts of minutes he's played. He has played 39 games for us in total. 90 minutes in 4 years. Too many injuries, but he was always great when he played for us. He was Saliba's best friend, weirdly enough. So it's sad to see him go, but I wish him all the luck.
Good guy.
Good guy.
On to more fun things. Real Madrid are finally playing nice football. I am finally looking forward to Real Madrid game. I do not have to suffer every week. Only just for 10 minutes.
Yeah, in first 10 minutes.
2 games. First one versus Juventus.
Very boring.
Very boring game. First half, quite boring.
Yeah.
It was open, but then Alonso made a tactical switch. He put Tchouaméni on Yildiz, closed down the attack for Juve, and from there on, we just dominated them.
I mean, Yildiz is a great talent.
He's a great talent.
I like him a lot.
Gonzalo Garcia, unstoppable.
I mean, this guy is... He's proving...
I would... you should go for Gonzalo Garcia. What? He is a box player. He's a link-up. He's good in possession football.
Like Havertz.
But better. Potential-wise.
Okay, sure. I don't want potential right now.
He's from our academy, but
fantastic. So he better start before Raul then.
Yes. Alonso's football. I see the cooking. The cooking is here. It's a ready meal now.
It's getting ready.
Arda Güler. This season.
This is his season. This is his
season. If he continues like this, yeah, he is in the top 5 midfielders this season. If he continues on the same level,
talent-wise, I don't think many can touch him because he has the talent and he has the mentality to back himself as well. He never shies away and he always steps up.
Because if we fast forward to the Dortmund game,
yeah,
Arda first goal, assist. Third goal for Mbappe, assist. Managing Madrid, the website, and they have a great podcast. They said they're like, whenever Arda looks up, have time to look up and see the cross.
Yeah,
it's a goal.
I mean, your corners as well now look dangerous. I mean, there's so many things that he gives to your team.
And it's not even that. It's just nice football. It's direct football.
Yeah.
These line crossing passes that Arda makes, like, bro, looks up, dribble past one player, one line breaking pass, either to Vini, Bellingham, or Valverde, and the midfield is out. And then
good to go.
And then you have now the right wing backs and the left wing back. Trent assists to Fran Garcia. Fran Garcia looks like a whole different player now. Now he's running for a good reason.
Talking about looking different, they put this screenshot of like team of the Club World Cup so far.
Yeah.
And they had Fran Garcia, but they had Saka's picture of it. So Saka's so good. He
even got it.
He got it new. No, but I think as a wingback, it's perfect for him.
It is perfect. And Tchouaméni has this perfect hybrid role where he is a center back, but also a CDM.
Yeah,
he can choose when to become a CDM, CM.
It's a difficult
drop back.
It's a difficult role.
It's a difficult role, but Tchouaméni, it suits him perfectly because he is not that good as a lone CDM because he doesn't have that ability on the ball. But as a center back, moving into midfield.
Yeah.
This is where he thrives. So we kill the game.
Yeah.
Like first half is one of the best Madrid football I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Second half, we're solid defensively.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think the tactic for Alonso is, as I understand it, is one half you dominate.
Yeah.
Possession, and it's direct football. The wing backs are high. You cross the ball, low crosses into the box, get some goal, and then as soon as you get goals, then you can drop back, but direct counterattacks.
Yeah.
This works well if it wasn't for Vini Donkey. Vini, it's time to get your head straight. It's been a year.
Please do something.
I mean, there was a situation where Arda picks up the ball in midfield, okay? It's a counter-attack. He passes the ball through the midfield and the defense. Vini is alone with the goalkeeper, but he's a bit further away from the goal. He's trying to chip it. The goal is here. He chips it.
Goes out for throwing.
Oh, dude, it was... I mean, Vini... I don't know if this system is not suited for him, but I think the problem is with his confidence.
I think there's something within himself more than anything, because it's been like this for a year. It was before Alonso.
Yeah. And then Mbappe comes on.
And
Mbappe scored, and he is pressing. But after the game, he also posted on Instagram, it was like a great way to show that I am feeling good again. That's, for me, it's like a hint to Xabi Alonso. Do not bench me again. Because you know who scored this game again? Gonzalo
Garcia. I mean, Mbappe, what can you say? This guy is performing and he's doing all the work.
I don't think the system will work as well with Mbappe. But I think the morale of the team, because as soon Mbappe has come on twice now. For like, the first time it was maybe 20 minutes, 10 minutes, and now it was 25 minutes. The morale of the team just isn't the same when he plays. The pressing is not the same. We defend more. And the last 10 minutes, it was chaos. It went from the easiest games we've played and the best football that we played to them getting a goal out of nowhere.
Red card.
No, Mbappe scores. And then it's a counter-attack, through ball, Garcia is alone, and then Dean Huijsen drags him, pulls him by the arm. Now, I thought the rule was you either get a penalty and a yellow, or it's a free kick and a red card.
I agree.
This guy got a penalty and a red card. This refereeing was horrendous, by the way. He gave a red card to Asensio as well.
Stop sounding like Arsenal fans. Come on, you can't.
I'm just saying. It's quite. No. But it's not even a red card thing.
Okay, but all of the red cards that I complain about, they're not even supposed to be red card either. You're like, oh, I'm complaining about
now we're gonna lose Huijsen against PSG, and I think this is a big loss. This is a big loss.
And we lost Declan Rice, we've lost Saliba, we lost all of our players the entire season.
This is a big loss. This is a big loss
for us as well.
Not against PSG. I think this is like losing Kroos at this moment against PSG. Honestly.
You sound exactly like me, by the way, just so you know.
That's okay. I like you.
Yeah, but don't complain then.
It's okay.
Real Madrid, the new Arsenal fan.
No, but man, Huijsen is so important for this team. Like he does everything right defensively, but he's also like these passes to Fran Garcia behind the back. I haven't seen a defender play that kind of pass before.
I feel like now with your team, I feel most of the things are in the right place. It's only your centre backs that I feel are.
No. Our centre backs is good as long as nobody gets injured.
No. Huijsen, good.
Rudiger is good. He's been injured. He's been injured.
Okay, I'm not sure yet. Asensio,
Asensio is not starting centre back in this formation.
Yeah, but he's still part of your team.
As a backup, I think he's great. As a backup, he's a very good quality.
Yeah, we'll see. But I feel like that's the position I would want to improve right now. So maybe a Konate from Liverpool
next year. He might be coming free transfer.
Free transfer FC.
No, but we'll see. I think as of this moment, I think the most thing we lack is probably a left back or left wing back that could complement Fran Garcia, or like a backup to Fran Garcia.
Crazy to say backup for Fran Garcia.
No, because he works. He works amazing for this formation. We'll see against the big teams. We'll see. But
you have a big team now.
Yeah. This is the perfect test. But
perfect test. This is the worst test.
No, this is a good test. This is when we know does this system work against big teams or not.
But I wouldn't say that, because this is so early. Most of the players haven't fully grasped the system yet.
I think it's we get a good idea of where we're at.
We know
because but now we're flying high. We're playing nice football. We're beating teams
just
easily.
Vibes, yeah.
Yeah, let's see now with PSG when this is the best team in the world right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
and
it's a good test.
It is a good test. So
I think
how many goals do you think you concede?
I think we'll lose 3-0. predictions: Real Madrid, PSG.
You said 3-1.
I think PSG are gonna beat us easily.
Like easily as well.
We're just not there yet.
Sure.
I think we're a good side currently,
but it's still early.
Yeah, it's so early, and this PSG team, is a finished project.
Yeah,
product. And
for sure.
Do I think we'll put up a fight? I think we will. Hopefully.
Maybe
but I think without Huijsen, with PSG's press, I think even Arda will struggle.
Yeah.
Against, I think PSG's midfield is gonna eat up
your midfield.
Our midfield. Yeah. But we shall see. We shall see.
It's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be very interesting.
I predict 8-0. So
I think it's gonna be 3-1 PSG.
No, I think he'll score.
Yeah. Mbappe might, but
Garcia.
it's a good game to know the levels. I think PSG's press is just too good.
Yeah, for sure.
To withstand, and also their midfield is just too good. We're not there yet.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think they will use the space behind Trent as well, with their wingers.
I mean, Kvaratskhelia has cooked him several times already when he was at Napoli.
I'm worried about Asensio this game, but. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. And before that game, I think we just had to touch on the Bayern game.
Yeah.
PSG Bayern. I mean, the Musiala injury, man. I hate those kind of injuries.
Bro, his whole ankle joint was dislocated.
Yeah, I mean,
You said 9 months.
So I followed a doctor that works within sports, and he said that's a 6 to 9 month recovery. And I mean, he misses the entire season in the World Cup year because of the Club World Cup. And people have complained that this is like a preseason tournament, and now he's missed out on so much. It's a sad thing, and that's why every time you say, you can't take things for granted because you never know when these things will happen. You can't predict when these things will happen. Yeah, which is sad.
The more you play, the more increased chances of getting those injuries. But
for sure.
Yeah, people are blaming Donnarumma for the challenge. It's football. The goalkeeper jumps for it.
He has to go for it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's his fault in any way, shape, or form.
Also, Pacho and what's his face, Lucas Hernandez, red cards. So. Lucas Beraldo.
You might have a chance.
We might have a chance. We shall see. I am quite pessimistic, but we'll see.
We'll see.
All right.
Ciao.
Ciao.